I'm going to start in another 10 seconds. So as you come in, ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button. I really appreciate that. In my opinion, this is a very, very important live stream. And I will be using a lot of biblical, I will be using a lot of reference to the Bible and how it pertains to what is going on right now and what is going on, what will go on later on in a couple of hours, really, as Joe Biden becomes the 46th president of these United States. Whether it was his predecessor, the orange-faced one, as you know, Donald Trump, whether it is Barack Hussein Obama, whether it is Kamala Harris, whether it is Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, or his father, whether it's Ronald Reagan. You can name whatever president that you want to name. All of those people are doing the will of their father. And when I say that, I am not talking about their father as in their literal father physically. I am talking about their father, meaning the one who they worship. And trust me, those guys all worship the same God. And see, before I even go any further, I understand, especially when you look at today's times and you look at what's been going on and you look at how things are, a lot of people have dismissed, and I understand, and listen, I understand it, and I'm not criticizing anybody for it. Because when you saw Donald Trump do a photo op with this very book, he turned off a lot of people with it. And understandably so. He doesn't practice anything according to this book at all. He doesn't do that. The only person that Donald Trump worships is the person that he sees in the mirror. But unfortunately, even though he is the poster child for it, and rightfully so, he is not the only one that has discarded this very Bible and discarded the way that this country should be. Because, see, they prove who they truly serve. And not just Trump. And this guy, Jim Crow Joe Biden, forced this vaccine, which has not been proven, by the way. Honest. And he's going to force you to take this vaccine in order to get certain benefits that you're entitled to go to whatever banks in order to withdraw your funds. That's coming down the pipe because they are implementing and doing the will of their father. Now, who is their father? Now, I'm going to go to Matthew and see, unlike the pork chop preacher, I'm actually going to use the very Bible and show where in the Bible it actually says it and implement it the right way. Because I'm not going to go by my words, because my words mean absolutely nothing. I am going absolutely by the word of my Father. Okay. And it will be Matthew chapter 7. And I'm using the King James Version here. And I also use the New World Translation as well. And I will start in verse 16. Again, I'm using the King James Version for now. And I will also read it in the New World Translation because they are literally the same. One is just using the quote unquote King's English, and the other one is using the English standard that we use today. That's why I'm going to quote both, and that is to refute the others who say, oh, the only true Bible, James Bible. Well, verse 16 says, ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. And again, that was the King James Version. I will go now to the New World Translation version. And they are, again, literally one and the same. Just 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. And here with the King James Version, the New World Translation version, by their fruits you will recognize them. Never do people gather grapes from thorns or figs from thistles, do they? Likewise, every good tree produces fine fruit, but every rotten tree produces worthless fruit. A good tree cannot bear worthless fruit, nor can a rotten tree produce fine fruit. Every tree not producing fine fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Really, then, by their fruits you will recognize those men. Now, we have seen the fruit that has been produced by Donald Trump. We have seen the fruit that was produced by Barack Obama before him. We have seen the fruit of George W. Bush and Bush Sr., Ronald Reagan, and others. Can you truly say that these guys have produced fine fruit? You saw what happened in the White House a couple of weeks ago. Was that fine fruit, ladies and gentlemen? And for those people who feel that Barack Obama was so wonderful and so great, keep in mind that is the same Barack Obama who said no to reparations. Not only did he say no to reparations, he even said that he wouldn't even discuss reparations for the very people who put him in office. Would you consider that fine fruit, ladies and gentlemen? How about old George W. Bush, who started a war that we are still fighting in Afghanistan? Would you say that he has produced fine fruit? And what about his father, who sent guys into Kuwait, and me being one of them, by the way? I am a veteran of Desert Storm. Would you say that he produced fine fruit? And what about old Ronald Reagan, who W's father was vice president under? He only brought crack and AIDS to our communities. Certainly, those are not fine fruits. And so those men that I mentioned are absolutely rotten trees producing rotten fruits. And therefore, they are doing the will of their father. And who is their father? Well, their father, it tells you who their father is in another Bible verse, and it will be John 8, verses 44. I will do this time the New World Translation first, and then the King James Version. And in the New World Translation of the Bible, John 8:44 clearly tells you who the father of these people are. You are from your father, the devil, and you wish to do the desires of your father. That one was a murderer when he began, and he did not stand fast in the truth because the truth is not in him. When he speaks the lie, he speaks according to his own disposition because he is a liar and the father of the lie. We've seen who just left this office. We had George Bush Sr. tell you right to your face, read his lips, no new taxes. And what happened? He ended up taxing. Brand new taxes. Liar. Barack Obama's promised change. Obama did. Has anything changed? Well, if you want to say that things changed for the worse, then absolutely there was change. But if you want to say that change was going to come for our people for the better, absolutely not. And that proves that Obama is a liar. And his father is also the same devil. That is the father of Trump. That is the father of Jim Crow Joe. That is the father of Kamala Harris. Take your pick. Any one of these politicians, they are all serving their father, the devil himself. But I am not shocked because unfortunately, their father is also the God of this system of things. And it tells you this in Corinthians, 2 Corinthians 4, verses 3 and 4. Now I will read the King James Version. Just one moment, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you so much for joining me this morning. And if you can, please hit the like button. I would truly appreciate it. Just a moment, please. Now, 2 Corinthians, excuse me, 4 verses 3 and 4. And this is again the King James Version. What if our gospel be hid? It is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is in the image of God, should shine unto them. So that clearly shows you who the God of this world is. And that is what is meant by having the whole world in his hands. They are not talking about the true God, the one that created all things. But as you see, the God of this particular world, this particular system of things, that's what is meant by that's what they mean by the world, is the same devil who is the father of the lie in John chapter 8, verses 34, verses 44, excuse me. So, and I understand that people want to celebrate that Trump is no longer in office. But every one of these people, every one of these presidents, every one of these self-serving politicians are all doing the absolute will of their father, who I've already mentioned and shown you in the Bible, who is Satan the devil, who has been a liar, a thief, and a murderer from the beginning. So if you are looking for salvation through any of these individuals, then you're going to get the same thing that you've been getting. And we all know that that is complete insanity. And we know that insanity is expecting a different result from doing the same thing over and over again. And my thing is, we as a people have to stop the insanity and go back to not the God of this system of things, but go back to the true God who created all things, our true creator and our Father. Thank you so much for joining me in this live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you once again. UncleClaude signing out. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.